I just filmed this entire thing and it deleted. Anyways, I know I look like a train wreck. Just got done at the gym sweating because I know everyone's getting ready for summer abs and toned stomach and lean up. This is for men, this is for women, because I know everybody wants to, you know, the crop top is in. Abs are, like everybody doesn't want to hear, are made in the kitchen, and I know that I even hate hearing that, okay? But it really does depend on a large part of what you do outside the gym for the stomach region. The stomach is the most wishy-washy muscle group. They're about as trustworthy as my ex. You have them one day, you don't have them one day, you're bloated the next day, you have more salt, more water, more this, more that, and then boom, everything changes. So be more kind to yourself when it comes to that kind of stuff. And especially ladies, you know, we do have an extra layer of fat over our stomach because we give life to these jabronis. That also plays into account with like abs, okay? And a stomach of whatever you kind of want to call it. If you see people have abs like all year round and stuff like that, most likely they're doing something else. You know, and there's a lot of other ways that people get those stuff these days. I won't go into that conversation. Unless you're like genetically Spider-Man, go web go. Having year-round abs is really difficult, okay? Especially because all of us like to live our lives, and I don't know a person that just wants to be like hardcore all the time. I mean, I do know people that are hardcore all the time, but that's not normal for, you know, most people. Everybody likes to go enjoy themselves, especially with the summer around. Who wants to sit there and, I mean, come on. I like to have a little seltzer at the pool. One more thing to note is, unless you're wanting to widen your waist, you don't need to do anything on your obliques, the side part of your stomach, you know, that part that a lot of us, you know, what, me too. You don't want to do weights for obliques, okay? You should be doing a lot of toning or isolated movements. Whoever has been telling you to use weights while you're doing obliques, unless you're wanting to expand or widen your waist, don't do that, okay? Most of the weights, if you do use weights or any kind of toning, should be on the front part of your abdominal wall. Unless you want to do that, be my guest. Now, keep in mind too, going to the gym and doing a million things of abs, unless your diet is like crazy on the outside, I would focus more on doing a lot more isolated movements, planks, holding things, getting your muscle walls, your abdomen walls, in tune with your mind, getting that abdominal wall strong, because it not only helps for just everyday things, it helps in your future. But just be a little bit more gentle with yourself and patient. But you know, I go into the gym and I do this 4 sets, 25 reps, about 4 to 6 days a week. You can do abs all the time. I like to do them before I work out, just because we always get to that point where we're like, we're tired, and then I'll do abs later, and then they never happen. So if you want to do them in the morning or at your house or something, you can take these and kind of run with them. I just like to do abs a lot because I have a lot of stomach issues from a past eating disorder, and so it helps me feel less bloated. It helps like release some gas, to be honest, and you know, it just helps me feel, you know, better about myself. But again, a lot of the stuff with abs and a stomach, whatever, is outside of the gym. Please just be more gentle with yourself, because ladies, we do have more fat on our stomachs, okay? Okay? It's nothing bad by any means. It really all depends on kind of who you are and what you do in the gym, and kind of like what your physique goals are, okay? I'm just like helping you out with some of the things that I do throughout the week. And one more thing before I go, there's a movement in there that works on your lower abdomen, and I know for ladies that's a really hard part to target, because a lot of the times we lift our lower back up, and I have a swayed back, so I completely understand, but focus on pinching your back to the floor, so that you're really focusing on the lower part of your abs, okay? You're isolating them, you're getting them stronger, and again, building up that abdominal wall. And here's the workout. Now that I've talked your ear off, you probably disappeared. But anyways, I'm doing ab pull downs here with a rope. And I like to switch my legs up because it just hits different angles of the abs. I really do like doing ab pull downs with my legs in a triangle position, so because it works the lower part of my abs the most. Also, just remember, when you're doing these, you want to breathe out as you're going down to really tighten the stomach. I usually do pretty moderate to heavy weight. A little bit more advanced, you can do these on the floor as well. I'm doing an elevated high plank with the bench on the ab rollout that I created. Well, not created, but I put the weights on. Who says created? Anyways, these are really great for the lower abs and also isolating the abs in general. A really great plank. You can, again, like I said, do these on the floor. This is a little bit more advanced, and you're just bringing your legs back and forth up to your arms Next, have rollouts and focusing on breathing out as you come up. I like to do these with a little bit more elevation simply because it gives me more of that plank feel, and I feel like it just works my abs a little bit more than just putting my knees solely on the ground. You can also do these on the bench, but just like the previous movement, if you're going to be using the bench, you need to make sure that your plates are wider. So this is 10 pounds here, and the other plates were 10 pounds, but they were wider plates because you want to be higher up, closer to the bench. Next are obliques with our legs in a high plank on the stability ball, and we're going to be moving from side to side. We're going to be moving our legs back and forth, so the right's going to tap the floor and go back up onto the ball, and the left does. And a little bit more advanced, we're going to go into a side ski, and then moving around back on the stability ball. Kind of going from side to side, you're swiveling your hips there, which is really great for the obliques. And then we're going to go back into that same movement again. Again, this is really, really great for the obliques. You can start in a high plank on the floor, moving your legs side to side, or on the stability ball if you are a little bit more advanced, and you can work your way up from there. And again, these are really great movements. Focus should be on control and isolating the movements. You don't need to go super duper fast. Next, this is the movement I was talking about earlier. You're going to want to make sure that your back, like mine is swayed here as you can see, you want to make sure that you're pressing your back against the floor because these are really great for your lower abs. You're basically going to just be putting your legs at a 90-degree angle, opening them as you go down, tapping with your heels and bringing back up and tapping those heels together. Again, your focus should be on keeping the small of your back on the floor. I usually hold my stomach because it helps me focus on not lifting my lower back. Next, we're going to be working on toning the lower abs. These are just 90-degree little swivels. These are really great in strengthening your lower abdominal region. They look a little funny, but you're only going to be focusing on moving your hips. The other part of your body is going to stay straight, so you're just going to rock your hips back and forth like you see. Thanks all for watching. I'm glad to be back at it. Backstreet Sally's back. You're beautiful the way you are. I'm just giving you some tips if you like to hear them. And thank you all so much for watching. And if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that. The outfit I'm wearing is Peach by Nelly. Shorts are on my website. And I'll talk to you guys later.